All right, guys, we are here at the Expo 2025, and we are here with Greg Chism, the original Geek to Freak lawn care. This is amazing to meet him finally. I actually started watching him way back in the day and started watching his lawn care channel and learning some lawn care stuff. So, Greg, how did you become a lawn care enthusiast or start a lawn care business?
I started doing lawn care with my father. He had a lawn care business in the 1970s, a long time ago. And I was he had to take me to work with him because I couldn't stay at home alone while my mother was a housekeeper. And so eventually, as I got 10, 12 years old, I became his little helper. And I learned that. And then eventually I transitioned into taking all the lawns on myself in the neighborhood. And then I got a vehicle and started doing it. And my whole life has been lawn care with jobs part-time to supplement during the winter.
Okay, and what age were you at when you went off on your own?
As a teenager, I started having my own. Once I was able to drive, I started having my own lawns. My dad would send me out to do a couple of his, and then I'd say, "Hey, I got the neighbor," and this and that. He'd go, "What you got?" I've been trying, that lady. How much did you charge her? And I'd say, $20, and he'd go, "I told her 25."
So you're underbidding your dad then?
Yeah, but it's in the same house. I mean, it is in his truck.
Wow, that's hilarious.
And then I kept doing lawn care, and the thing is I never blew up into some big giant lawn care because I didn't have any examples of how to do that because my dad hadn't done that. He had an evening job at a factory, and so he was just doing lawn care during the day in the summers as extra money.
Okay.
And I was trying to run it as a real business, but solo. I didn't have any examples because there wasn't the internet and people sharing or caring to explain things. And now they are.
All right. So when did you know you were a successful lawn care business owner?
I knew I was, I think, okay, so I started being able to pay all my bills just from it. And that took a while. That's like I said, I always had I'd get a job in the winter, so I didn't run out of money. But I got to where I went into the winter with enough left over, saved after all the taxes were going to be paid and everything, that I was going to be good to the spring.
Okay.
And I would, I'd spend that money on all the bills, staying, afloat until spring hit, and I'd be almost back at zero. And I still felt like that was a success.
Okay.
But I got to where I wanted to double dip. I wanted to go all year round. So nope, I'm working all winter.
Nice.
And then that way the money started adding up.
Okay.
So say you went in the winter, back in those days, it was a long time ago, like the early 2000s, I go into the winter with $8,000 saved, and I spend it all down and be good. But then I worked, I didn't have to touch the $8,000. And then you save it, and the next year you make another $10,000, and then you keep going. So I actually started having savings.
That's good.
Right?
Yep. That's good advice. So how long have you been in business for then?
I mean, okay, so my dad's business was from back then. I still have all these you have to get a city license.
Okay.
And I have said Chism's Lawn Care, and they were like 1980, 1, 2, 3. They have all these. I still have those.
Yeah.
And then the first one where I called myself Dependable Lawn Care, and that was in like 1994. I still have all those little business decorations.
Okay, nice. That's awesome. And for somebody who's starting up a lawn care business now, what would you tell them to do, or any advice?
Well, first of all, you can't be scared to do it and try it. And I understand if you are, because I was, and I can also understand if you have a job and you want to do this, you're going to have to transition a little bit slowly. It's hard. I'm not the guy that's going to say just drop your main source of income and go for it.
Yeah.
Hold on to one bar before you can stay there. Then you go over it too. So make sure you have enough finance. Your finances are going to be safe to go into it full time. Like going into it full time as a solo person can totally be done. It's under your control. You can make it whatever type of business it's supposed to be for you. You make it fit your lifestyle, whether that is just part time, full time, whether you need helpers, whatever you want it to be, it can be. And nowadays, all the information is out there. There weren't books, there weren't influencers, you couldn't talk to other lawn care people in the town. You were considered like enemies.
Yep.
And you know, it's like there wasn't any like advice or help. But now there are blueprints and people are sharing information, and you can learn the right pieces of equipment, how they work, how to operate, how to find customers, how to take care of those customers, how to do a good job and be professional, even being small. That was never available before. So right now is probably the easiest time ever to start, you know, full-time lawn care business.
That's crazy how times have changed and the different tools you have now than what you had before, and different kind of hustle you had to do back then. So
and people are more. There's more examples of success stories out there, so you can feel more confident that things can work out, which helps you go through it, so you won't be so anxiety-ridden and worried that you're going to fail. And also, you know, if you fail at something, it's not the end of the world either. You can always go get a job.
yes.
Okay, they're out there. You know, I mean, so don't be scared.
All right, awesome. One last question. This is your first equipment acquisition in a very long time. How does it feel to be back?
It feels great because I'm running into this. The reason I came was just to run into all the people that I've been talking to for years online that we have some sort of connection with. And we're right here. Just one of them. And think of this, though. We met through the internet. He's in Canada. Here in the United States. I'm down by St. Louis making those videos, and you're watching them. Yep. And now here we are in Kentucky, standing here talking to each other. And it's all because I made a video, and then you reached out to me, we talked, and we had a connection through the internet.
Awesome.
If either one of us were too scared, if I wouldn't have put a video out there, and if you wouldn't have commented and talked to me, told me who you were, it wouldn't have. None of this would have happened.
That's
so
right.
Don't hold yourself back.
Awesome. Well, Greg, thank you so much for doing this. It's so awesome meeting you, and I hope you have a great rest of the Equip Expo.
Oh, you too, man.
Thanks.